Hello, little children. Am I seeing little children there, or are their parents sitting with them? No matter. This is VJ, Vandy Auntie, bringing you bedtime stories every night so that you can hear these stories and go to sleep with very sweet dreams. Imagine a world of adventure. Imagine a world where you can fight the bad people. And imagine a world where you're the hero. It's got to be so much fun, right? So today, I'm going to tell you a story about a little young boy, 9-year-old boy who lives in Kerala. And you know what his name is? His name is Appu. You want to know the story of Appu? So let me tell you the story of dear little Appu. So this is the story of Appu and his Mundu. Do you know what a Mundu is? You don't? I'll tell you. Mundu is the white dhoti that boys and men in Kerala wear. So now you know what a Mundu is. So let me tell you the story of Appu and his Mundu. Long, long ago, there was a boy named Appu. Appu lived with his Amma and Appa, his elder sister Malu, grandmother Amuma, grandfather Apupen, and his best friend Monty. You know who Monty was? Monty was a 2-year-old Pomeranian. You love dogs? Well, Appu loved his dog. Now, Appu was a very naughty child, just like you. Yes, Apu was a very naughty child and he loved to climb trees around his house. Now, because he stayed in Kerala, he had a lot of trees around his house. There were jackfruit trees, coconut trees, guava trees, betel nut trees, but his favorite tree was the mango tree. He loved climbing the thick branches and sitting on the highest branch. And you know what he did when he sat on the highest branch? He looked out and he loved watching all the things that happened around his house. Do you climb trees? You should try. From his vantage point high up on the mango tree, he could see his mother as she vigorously washed their clothes, and his sister as she wrung them and hung them out to dry. He could see his grandfather as he sat in the veranda wishing everybody who walked past their house. He could see his grandmother wash and marinate the fresh fish that they had for lunch every day. He didn't have to look for a Monty because Monty would be sleeping peacefully below the tree that Apu sat on, obviously. Now, one day, as Apu sat on the tree, he noticed a commotion in the fields further away from him home. He looked, he craned his neck. Apu stood up and craned his neck to see what was happening. He could not see much, but he did notice a cycle lying by the banks of the paddy field. You all love to cycle? Well, Apu loved to cycle. He craned his neck further, trying to see if anyone was besides the cycle, but he saw no one. Apu quickly scrambled down from the tree, and with Monty at his heels, he ran out of the cow towards the paddy field. Apu ran as fast as his feet could carry him. He wanted to get to the cycle before anyone else got there. As he reached the cycle, he slipped. He slipped and his white mundu came off. Now the mundu that Apu was wearing that day was his favorite one. And that fell off. Muttering under his breath, Apu got up and went to pick up his mundu. Just as he bent down, he heard a feeble shout for help. Help! Help! Help me, please. Turning around, he looked in the direction the sound came from. He could see nothing. So he went towards the paddy field. Monty was barking his head off. And as Apu reached him, Monty started growling. Grrr, grrr. Apu hushed Monty. Shh, and looked down into the field. And what did he see there? He saw a small boy around his age, stuck in the mud in the kitchard in the paddy field. The poor boy seemed hurt, but was stuck in the mud. Up down and tried to boy. So deeply stuck, slowly got into the mud himself. And then he helped the boy stand up and pushed him out onto the road. The boy was scared and hurt, but with Apu's help, brave Apu, with Apu's help, he was able to climb out of the paddy field and onto the dry ground. The winching in pain. So Apu carefully checked his hands and legs. And what did he see? The boy had a deep gash on his left leg and it was bleeding heavily. Poor little boy, no? The boy was covered in mud and crying miserably. Poor little boy. Apu felt very sad for him. You would feel sad if you saw somebody like that? Would you try to help that boy? Well, that's what Apu did. Apu looked left and then right, and then he saw no adult who could come and help them. So what did he do? He ran towards his mundu. He picked it up and looking at his white favorite mundu, which had now become brown because it fell in the mud, he tore it up. He tore 3 pieces of it. With one piece, he tied it around the boy's leg to stop the bleeding. So the bleeding stopped. With the other piece, he cleaned the mud off the wound. Because mitti hai, so you have to clean it, no? But the little boy continued to cry. So then what did Apu do? Apu made a small bandage with the other piece of his mundu and tied it around this boy's leg. The little boy still continued crying. So Apu thought the best thing to do would be to take him back home. That was the best idea that Apu could think of. So what did Apu do? He picked up the bicycle, made the little boy sit on the carrier, and then he pedaled away as fast as he could towards his house. In the courtyard, Apu's grandfather looked up to see what had happened. Apu quickly got out of the cycle. Then she realized that Apu was not wearing a mundu, he was only in his shorts. So she was about to shout at him. Then she saw the little boy standing beside Apu crying and leg bleeding. She quickly ran to his side and helped him climb into the veranda. Apu's sister and Amuma, his grandmother, brought out hot water, cotton and bandages. And with the help of Apu's Amma, they cleaned up the wound and bandaged it. After having done that, Amma went inside the kitchen and brought out tall glasses of lemonade for everyone. And everyone sat around this child who had stopped crying, thankfully, and asked him where he was from and where he was going, what was he doing. The little boy was Binu. His name was Binu. And he was new in the neighborhood. So he was out cycling to explore the place. But because it was a new place, he did not know the roads properly and the poor fellow stumbled over a big rock and fell into the paddy field. What could he do? Poor boy. Anyways, he gave Apu's Amma his father's phone number and they called him. His father quickly came to pick him up. As he was leaving, Binu gave Apu a tight hug and promised to keep in touch. So nice, no? If somebody gives you a hug like that. Apu was happy to have made a new friend, and his parents were very proud of him for helping out someone in need. But Apu was also sad. You know why? Because he tore up his favorite white mundu. He was not sure if anybody would get him a mundu again. He was very sad. What could he do? Anyways, that night after having dinner, Apu went to sleep. The next morning, there was a knock on Apu's door. Knock, 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 knock. In his sleep, Apu heard his mother go and open the door. And then he heard her call out, Apu, Ivdava, Apu, come here. When he went to the door, he thought he was going to be shouted at. But what did he see? He saw his friend, his new friend Binu, and his parents standing at the door. Apu was happy that his friend Binu had come back. He walked up to Binu and he saw that Binu's parents had a packet in their hands. As soon as they saw Apu, they smiled. They gave him a hug and then they gave him the packet. Now, Apu was not sure if he should take the packet. Do you take packets like that from strangers, even if they come to your house? You look at your mother and ask her, no, Amma, main le lu? So, Apu looked at his mother. So his mother said, yes, take it. Apu took it and he opened it. And what did he see? He saw a shining white new mundu with golden lines on it. He was so excited and happy. Binu and his parents had come to thank Apu, and they realized that the best way to thank Apu was by giving him a new white mundu. This made Apu very, very, very happy because he now had something new to show off. Then on, Apu and Binu became very good friends, and Apu took Binu all over the neighborhood to show him all the places in the village. And Apu and Binu became very good friends. And you know, they had a third friend with them. Who was that? Little Monty. Monty would go everywhere that Apu and Binu went to. And this is the story of Apu, his white mundu, and his new friend Binu and their adventures. Did you like it? I hope you did. Let me know how you like the story and let me know what all kinds of stories you'd like to hear. This is your friend VJ, Vandy Auntie, signing off. Good night. I hope you get very sweet dreams tonight and you dream of adventure and of being heroes. Good night. Love you.